Montpellier are the worst team in Ligue 1 as they sit rock bottom of the table. But considering they're former French champions, this doesn't sit right with me. So today we're going to step in and sort them out, as I've just been announced as their brand new manager, with the goal of not only making them the best team in France, but to win them their first ever Champions League to crown them the world's best club. But making that happen isn't going to be easy, as this is the team we load into in Season 1 and we have got our work cut out for us. I mean, look how old this team is overall, ladies and gents. At this point, it's just a retirement home. There's also a stupid contract situation we're going to have to sort out. And Jordan Ferry and Taji Savinier, our two best players, are in their early 30s. Bloody brilliant. Thankfully, though, it isn't all bad news, as there's some players we can build this team around. Like, for example, Joris Chotard, 22 years old, 76 rated. There's also Swiss centre-back Omar Ajic, only 22.75 rated. And striker Akor Jerome Adams, only 24.73 rated. They're not amazing players right now, but in the future they could come good. But the good news ends there, guys, because we only have 10 mil in our budget. Not really much we can do with that. But when I took the job at Montpellier, I promised to try to take this team from relegation candidates to becoming the best team in the world. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. But not with the current tactics they're running, because that's landed them bottom of the table. Instead, we're going for the 5-2-3 formation with a counter-attacking build-up style in a pretty deep line. I know it's scummy, but desperate needs call for desperate measures. And when we're on the ball, this is how we're going to loot, guys. Obviously, with a 5 at the back, it's going to be defensive anyway, but when we're on the counter, teams aren't going to know what's hit them. And after quickly shuffling around with the team, I believe this is our strongest starting 11 by a mile. And that does not fill me with confidence, especially with only this amount of money to improve it. Guys, we are in the bin at the minute. I mean, it's no secret that that money needs to go on every part of this team. But right now, we have to be strategic, guys. We need to prioritize some positions over others. Having said that, though, one of my top priorities right now is making this team younger, which means getting rid of all of our Goldie oldies. So that means our keeper Benjamin's going, our striker Kazri's leaving, even our captain Jordan Ferry. That probably isn't a popular decision for some of you lot, but trust me, in the future it'll definitely make sense. And after about a month of trying, I have just sold pretty much everybody I wanted to. I've also loaned out quite a few players, as you can see, as well, which gives us just under 30 million euros to spend. Now that I can work with. But before we go ahead and spend it, behind the scenes, I've been training players to play in different positions. For example, Nordin is now going to become a right winger. Let's see what happens. 76 rated, that's brilliant. Koulibaly's been training to be a left winger. Let's see what happens to him. Nothing. Well, that's 1 and 2. But the big one, Chotard, is going to be a centre mid. Let's see what happens. Absolutely nothing. Fantastic. But right now, everybody's playing in their natural position, so I'm kind of content with this nonetheless. But with all those sales made, there are some gaps in this team that we need to fill in, improving our midfield, for example, and sorting our defense out too. But now that I've significantly brought the age down in the team, I don't really want to build it back up. So with this money, I'm going to try to find players who aren't necessarily well known in the footballing world, but do have a half-decent future ahead of them. Like Petar Sucic, for example. He's 20, 6'4", 73 rated. He's got fairly well balanced stats. We just put him on a box-to-box development plan and he'll be golden hopefully in a couple of years. And just like that, ladies and gents, he is our first signing in charge of Montpellier. However, we aren't finished yet because I want to improve our defense, and I found Samson Dway, a 22-year-old 5'11" centre-back who's 73 rated. He's got decent pace, good defending and physicality, and worth a max of 6 mil. But it only cost us 5 million to sign him. And this does leave us 40 mil, but we've got contracts to sort out and a coaching system that definitely needs some attention. And I'm not just going to be renewing the players' contracts who need renewing. I'm going to be renewing everybody's contract, giving them all lengthy deals to make sure their future is staying at Montpellier. And there we go, guys. Contracts are all indeed sorted out. And the coaching system right now is as good as it's going to get, which means there's nothing more I can do before Season 1 kicks in, as this is the squad we are sending into our first campaign with Montpellier with. And you know what? I've got high hopes, because obviously in real life they are rock bottom of Ligue Un, I'd like to think this team can definitely do better than that. Well, I'm at least hoping so anyway. I don't want to get relegated. But considering our best players in the team now are mid-20s at best, that says to me that there's a lot of room for improvement during the course of the campaign. So hopefully the team we're looking at will vastly improve by the end of this season. It will still remain a top division French side. Well, if nothing else, guys, we can at least say it's definitely improved. I mean, Norden's now 80 rated, Chotard 79 overall, 78 rated for Berthoud. On paper as well, guys, it looks even better. This team's come on leaps and bounds in Season 1. And these stats are actually insane when you consider just how defensively we're playing. But how has this team performed in Season 1? They've absolutely smashed it. They are top 8 in Ligue 1. We've gone from relegation candidates to just missing out on European football. As mental as this sounds, should that be our next objective? Granted, we did have a stinker in the League Cup though. Marseille knocked us out on pens in the round of 32. But the bigger picture going forward, we got a top 8 finish in Ligue 1 and this team has massively progressed. Which hopefully means we can do this next year too. But there is one problem, guys, because of how young this team actually is. There's a lot of room for improvement and therefore I don't know where to put our money next year. I suppose though that is a problem for next year, but for now we can hold our heads up high and say that our first campaign with Montpellier was a massive success. Just like me, hitting 100k subscribers would be a massive success, so if you don't mind, if you're not already subscribed, it's free to do. Drop a subscribe on this channel and like this video whilst you're at it. So here we go, guys, Season 2 of Montpellier, and it's time to try and get this team European football. But the problem is, I don't know how. Because I've been through all of the starting 11's development plan and not a single one has peaked yet. I mean, part of me is kind of happy about this because as you can see, none of them are even close to being 30 yet. But that does cause other problems. Because we've got 17 million to spend and absolutely nowhere to spend it. So I've decided instead of focusing on the starting 11, we may as well bolster our depth because the bench right now isn't looking too good. I mean, we need a better second choice striker, a better second choice keeper, and 17 million should cover that. So for that second choice keeper role, I just spent 4.5 million euros on Yahya Fofana. He's a 24-year-old 74 rated keeper who can definitely do the job. And I've spent 3.5 million on second choice striker Esteban Laporte. He's 25 himself and 72 overall. And with this remaining 7 mil, we're going to improve our coaching system and renew contracts. Now granted, we haven't done much in this window, but we've bolstered the strength of our bench, which when we're after European football this year might come in handy. I'm just really hoping the risk I've taken not improving a single position in the starting 11 is going to pay off. I mean, you better believe I'm expecting Norden to do big things this year. I'm expecting Chotard to really step his game up again. And I'm expecting our striker Adams to pull numbers like he did last season. But one way or another, at the end of Season 2, we'll find out whether what we did last year was a one-hit wonder or whether we are here to stay competitively. But guys, judging by these stats at the end of this campaign, I really can't tell whether I should be happy or not with them. To be fair though, 4 of our players got more than 10 goal contributions. That's decent compared to last season. Not to mention the progression of these players. I mean, Chotard is 82 rated now, Norden 82 rated too, Omaragic 81 rated. This is looking promising. And on paper, it looks even better. Even if this team doesn't get a higher finish than last year, I'm still considering this season a dub. But we finished inside the top 6, guys. I'm almost positive that gives us European football. Oh my god, we are cracked. We also made the quarters of the Coupe de France this time too. Guys, I'm just putting this out there. These current tactics I'm running with the 5-2-3 formation are easily the most cracked I've ever used. God, I'm such a scumbag. But I'm loving this team, man. It's going from strength to strength every year. And unlike this season, going into Season 3, I know exactly where to invest our money. For starters, it's time to replace Berthoud. He's taken us as far as he can. I feel like it's time to get somebody a little bit better than him. It's also time to replace Modibo Sagnan and his centre-back partner, Samson Douay. This is, however, all budget dependent, but if we can sort those 3 positions out, I definitely feel like we take a leap from 5th in the league to the top 4. Unfortunately, though, the board haven't been very kind to us. We've only got 33 million as we begin Season 3. I mean, that's decent, but it's not what I wanted. Because ideally, we do need better defenders and a keeper if we are truly about to take Montpellier to that next level. The thing is, Berthoud's worth 12.5 million, Samson Douay's worth 7.5, and Modibo Sagnan's worth 7.2. And considering we're going to replace them, we may as well just sell them. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. All 3 of these players are on the transfer list. And hopefully hopefully by the time they're all sold, we'll be closer to 70 million as opposed to just 33. And that only took 2 weeks, guys, but all 3 of these players have now been sold, which gives us 60 mil in total. I was a little bit off when I said 70 mil, wasn't I? But that is enough to bring in 2 centre-backs and a keeper now. And I'm still going to try and keep the same approach, keeping this team relatively young. However, for that keeper role, I might go for someone a bit more experienced, because that is the one thing our team is lacking a bit. And I think Stefan Ortega is perfect. He's 33, 81 rated, his contract's expiring. And because of that, we got a player of Ortega's quality for dirt cheap. But I'm not taking that approach with the centre-backs, because I'm going for Tanguy Nianzou, who's 24, 78 rated, 6'3". Not the quickest in the world, but his physicality and defending is brilliant. I'm also signing Anthony Rualt from Stuttgart, only 25, his contract's expiring. Granted, he's not the fastest, but he's got good defending and physicality. And I already know what you're thinking. Neither of these centre-backs are pretty pacey, but when we're playing a 5 at the back with a really deep line, it doesn't really matter. And just like that, for a whopping combined total of 47.8 mil, they've both signed for us on a 5-year contract. And with that, our transfer window is officially wrapped up, which means the team looks like this going into season 3. And I'll be real, I think it's class. Every single department of this team is stronger than it's ever been, and that can only bode well for us. As for the first time with Montpellier, we have landed ourselves European football. In only 3 seasons, man, I'm so happy with that. And we're also well on our way to getting top 4 football too. And I think we're going to get it as well, especially with the signings we've made. They are absolutely going to be the game changer for us this season. And what did I tell you lot? We're second in the league this year. That's insane, man. 3 years work's got into doing this, but we're not done in France yet, because we still need to beat PSG to become the best. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. PSG 2 years in a row now have knocked us out of the League Cup. At least they're not in the Europa. And to be fair, we should be thankful for that, because we just about make it through to the playoffs, where we smash Porto 3-1, but we get annihilated by Newcastle in the round of 16. Oh my god, that's a reality check. But it does give you a view of the bigger picture, doesn't it really? Whilst this team right now is smashing it in France, a team like Newcastle United in the Premier League's just smashed us. We've still got work to do. However, the stats once again are good, if not better than last year actually. 5 players this time got more than 10 goal contributions. As for where I'm investing money next year into this team, honestly, I'm not quite sure. I mean, as you can see, Ortega's still going quite strong. Majority of our youngsters are still improving, as you can see. And to be fair, even our depth isn't that bad. I'm actually kind of stuck. To be fair though, we're just assuming we're going to get a lot of money to spend. Despite us finishing second in the French League, I don't think we're going to get more than 40 million. So we're just going to have to wait and see what budget we get, and then we figure out what to do with this team. But one thing's for certain, we've got to do our best to get them prepared for Champions League football. And guys, as we enter season 4 with Montpellier, this is exactly what I'm talking about. We've only got 36 mil. And this is despite getting UCL football. I mean, looking at the team, let's be honest, we're at that level now where that kind of money can only be spent on one signing to make an actual difference. But if we are trying to get on the same level as PSG, we're going to have to make some tough decisions. And I think saying goodbye to Tachato and Mincerelli are 2 of those decisions. I mean, Tachato's worth just under 25 mil, Mincerelli's worth just under 30. And granted, they are still in their early 20s, but as you can see from the team, they are definitely the weakest links in it. So they are both going on the transfer list. But if we can sell these guys for the right amount of money and spend it properly on their replacements, we're going to catapult Montpellier to being the best team in France. And it took us 2.5 weeks to pull it off, but I'm happy with the numbers. Mincerelli's gone to Atletico for just under 47, and Tachato's gone to Monaco for just under 35. Which gives us 108 million to spend. And that, ladies and gents, is game changing. Because this team conceded the least amount of goals in the French League last year anyway, so just improving it's going to make it even better. And because we've now got UCL football, we can finally start expanding our horizons and start targeting the proper quality players. Like Jan Suto, for example, mid-20s, 85 rated, and the best thing is his contract's expiring. Just like Hartman's is, he's 25, 83 rated, he's a great fullback as well. And signing them both together on a 5-year contract only actually cost us 79.5 million euros. That's a bargain. And so are these 3 players. I mean, we need depth in these positions, which is exactly why we're going to sign them. And looking at the team now going into season 4, it is absolutely phenomenal. And to be fair, the bench doesn't look bad either. And considering it's our first time in the Champions League, that's exactly what I want to see, because I want to make a dent in this competition. Especially after our transfer window, it's been by a country mile our busiest and by a mile our best. I just hope this team proves it by playing well on the pitch, becoming 2-time French champions and making a serious dent in the Champions League. And guys, we're getting close, but we're not close enough. PSG once again win the Ligue 1 and we trail them by 6 points. They're going to be a nightmare to beat. But we finally won our first trophy in the French League Cup. We beaten Monaco 1-0 to do it. That's our first trophy won in charge of Montpellier. Get in. And as unlikely as it sounds, we are on for a second, as we did make it through to the next round in the Champions League. But Sporting knocked us out in the playoffs. Flipping brilliant. But to be fair, that says a lot about this team, because whilst it is killing it in the French League, we are doing terribly in Europe. To be fair though, the stats are getting better and better every single year though, so the question is, where do we improve it next season? Now guys, I've just taken a closer look at the league table and I think I know where to invest our money. Because as you can see, we've got the best defensive record in the league. However, PSG scored 13 goals more than us. So that's exactly what we need to improve. We need to focus on our front 3, as harsh as that is, because all 3 of them have actually been with us since day 1. But if we're to make it further than the playoffs in the UCL, or at the very least beat teams like Sporting, doing stuff like this is exactly what we've got to do. But as we enter our 5th year with Montpellier, the board just aren't helping me out. We've got less than 50 mil to spend. That's after a 2nd place finish and making the playoffs in the UCL. And considering I want to bolster the strength of our front 3, I'm going to have to do something I really don't want to do. I'm going to have to sell all 3 of them. I mean, Norden's worth 75.5 mil. Him alone would be amazing. But our core Jerome Adams is worth just under 50 mil. And Koulibaly is worth 45 mil as well. And if you sell all 3 of these players together, I mean, you do the math. Seriously, you do the math, because I'm crap at it. But don't worry guys, it's all taken care of, because Adams has gone to Bayern for just under 90 mil, Norden's gone to PSG for just under 100 mil, and Koulibaly's gone to Arsenal for just under 60 mil. To be fair though, I still can't do the maths. But we've now got just over $250 million to spend. As daft as this sounds, we could win everything with that money. Especially if we can find suitable replacements, man, because this is the only thing our team's lacking. And trust me, we are starting off strong. Johan Bakayoko from AC Milan, 25, 86 overall, his contract's expiring too. 4-star skills with great pace, shooting, passing, dribbling, absolutely everything you want in a winger. And for only 77.2 million euros, we really can't complain. But we're not taking our foot off the gas just yet, as we are signing Maximilian Bayer for our striker. He's rapid, got great dribbling, and an insane eye for goal. And he only cost 50 million euros too. And finally, for that left winger role, I'm saving Anthony Gordon from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Just like Bayer and Bakayoko, fantastic stats all round. We just need to make him a bit more skillful and he'll be bang on. And just like that, ladies and gents, we've got our front 3 replaced. And I'll be real, looking at the 3 of them up top together, I don't think we could have chosen 3 better players. But we still have 32 million to spend. And it seems like a waste to just throw it away. And considering Ortega is going down in rating now, I think it's about time we replaced him. And I can't think of anybody better than Jan Oblak. Granted he's 35, but he's 88 rated, and considering just how cheap he is, we aren't going to get a better keeper for that price tag. And just like that, 40 million euros later, that's our window done. But it's been our best window by a country mile. Just look at the quality we brought into the team. And on paper, I'll be real, it looks even better. I've got a strong feeling this will be our best campaign yet, as we are once again in the UCL. And I swear, if we don't make it past the playoffs this time, I'm not going to be happy. But I think we spent our money very well on this team, but I suppose only time will tell if I'm actually right in saying that. But we're at the end of the season and we've finally done it. We are the best team in France. We've made Montpellier 2-time French champions. We also had the 2nd best attack this season and the best defense. We've absolutely killed it. We've also beaten them to win the Super Cup, but we unfortunately don't win the League Cup. But so far, that's 2 out of 3. And this time in the UCL, we've done far better in the league phase. We are 7th and we go straight through to the round of 16, where we breeze past Leipzig, we smash Napoli, Napoli, and we battered Milan. We're playing Real Madrid in the final. To be fair, though, that was a tidy cup run, wasn't it? Leipzig, Napoli, and then AC Milan. You won't catch me complaining about it, though, as this is the Madrid team that we are supposed to be coming up against in the final. I mean, if that's what we face, it's just the front three we got to worry about, and everything else is a cakewalk. Because as you can see, guys, our stats this year are phenomenal, especially Bayer and Gordon. What a pair of signings they turned out to be. And this is the team going into the final against Madrid. No injuries, no suspensions for once. We are finally at our strongest. And you got to remember, guys, this team's been successful. We've won the League, the Super Cup, and the League Cup up to this point. We have won everything except from the Champions League, but in the next 90 minutes, we could well and truly change that. I'll say this, though, it's going to be interesting to see how we get on in this formation, because apart from our two midfielders, we are really exposed in the middle of the park. As here comes Vinny Jr., that's a good block. Corner to defend now, so Boslai is going to take it. Janor block is there, though, easy, even at 36 years old. As here come Real Madrid, and Mbappe takes a shot. That is unfortunate. That spin was wicked on that, Jesus. Bakayoko on the ball now, though. We're on the break from the corner. We're up against Gomez, and he's away from him. Bakayoko is away. Chance to make this 1-0 already. Can we take... Oh, my God. You could have put that bottom left bins, but you decided to hit it right at the keeper. You're joking me. Golden opportunity squandered there, man. We can't do that against bloody Madrid. Here comes Mbappe. This is what I'm talking about. What a challenge. That I don't even know who that was, but that was world class. And here we come on the left-hand side of the pitch. We're going to go inside. Suchek is on the ball. I'll tell you what, he's got a bit of room. Let's let one rip from distance. Forces the save. Bakayoko on the corner. Left footer in the box. Can we get a head on it? Bayer's there. Head on. Why on earth would you head it downwards? Why is the heading on this game so bad, man? Nobody in their right mind would do what he's just done. Here comes Real Madrid, though. Okay, they're playing some really nice football. Oh, wow. We got away with that one. Got to step our game up in front of goal, man. We can't afford to be conceding chances like that as we got Gordon in behind now. Oh, my Lord. Rifle top right bins. Anthony Gordon, take a bow, son. Great ball from Heartland. And look at this from freaking Gordon. Keeping no chance. 1-0 up just before half-time. Good timing, that. But Real Madrid are not just going to lie down and take that. Mbappe on the ball now. Oh, he's done really well. That's great. Oh, no, he's made it through. Great save, Oblak. Here comes Bakayoko. He's trying to get in behind the defence. He's trying to find Bayer. We're going to find him. He's got a bit of room. Can he let one rip from distance? Forces the save. Probably should have taken that a bit closer. In fact, no. We definitely should have taken it closer. We could have started the second half 2-0 bloody up. I will say, though, I'm actually really surprised at how well this formation is played. Look at Couto go. I tell you what, I see that run. Bayer isn't... Oh, my Lord above. I know that was offside, but still, what was that? It's like everybody forgets how to head a ball, man. What is going on? Gordon's on the ball now, though. Okay, he's going to drive inside. I tell you what, let's have a dink from distance. That was a gorgeous attempt just over the bar. Gordon Bennett, that would have been a beauty if that went in. But here comes Bakayoko. He's got so much. Look at him go, man. He's left freaking Mendes for dead. He could go all the way by himself here. Oh, beautiful. What a finish. Bakayoko, man. He had a bit of a blunder in the first half. Fair play. But he's more than made up for this. This is a gorgeous finish, man. And now we have the cushion we were after at the end of the first half. We can take a foot off the gas a little bit, but not too much. I will say this, though. I can't believe how well balanced the 5-2-3 is. I thought with only two midfielders in the middle of the pocket, they've been dead exposed. However, it just hasn't been the case. Real Madrid have been knocking, but I have not been answering the goddamn door. But here comes Real Madrid. They're going to try and find an opening. They're trying to find something. They found something, and they've found the back of the net. Sloppy defending that is. Look at how much space he had there, man. We've got to be doing better at the back. Gordon is on the ball now, though. We're looking for Bayer or Suchek, one of the two. I tell you what, going to take a dink from distance. He's blocked. Chotard on the ball now, though. He's in behind. He's got a bit of room himself. He's going to take a shot from distance. Forces the save. Bro, we're putting Real Madrid's keeper to work. Here comes Mbappe, though. Oh, my Lord. He has not had a sniff in this game. We've turned him down at every opportunity. Only a couple of minutes to go. Surely this is the last attack whoever gets it. Oh, it didn't even get to the halfway line. We've won at the Champions League with Montpellier. It ends 2-1 on the night, but we have taken Montpellier from rock bottom of the French League to not only making them League Cup winners, Super Cup winners, not only French champions for the second time, but Champions League winners for the first time ever. And I honestly thought this was going to take way longer. I thought it was going to be at least 6 seasons, but we did it in a measly 5. It's not only official that they're a crack team, but it's official that they are the world's best club. And that means my job is done. If you have enjoyed this video, want to see more content just like this, drop it a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button if you're new around here. And if you want to watch another one of my videos, YouTube recommends you watch this.